What is up, everyone? Welcome back to some more Mass Effect 3. I'm ready to explore the Citadel. I'm very excited. We're going to meet with the Council as well to try to get them on board with helping us, which, I mean, they should. There's no reason that they shouldn't. It is time. Oh. Am I blocking you? Boop. Be on your way. That is so cute. You can just... This is adorable. Okay. Shit. Where am I? To Diana Allers.
Ma'am, I can't say when we're deploying or where or why.
But you're on the Normandy, right? I saw it dock. It was last seen on Earth. Did Commander Shepard escape? He did, didn't he? So why would he be here unless he's seeing the Council?
Ma'am, I can't talk about that.
You don't have to. Commander Shepard!
I was like, will she notice me?
What's going on here?
Commander, just who I was looking for. Diana Allers, Alliance News Network. I think we can help each other.
I suppose you want an interview.
Even better. I'm a military reporter with the show called Battle Space. We're carried on just about all Council planets. My producers want me embedded on a human ship, and I want that ship to be the Normandy.
Why would I want that?
Wars can be won or lost in the editing room, and this war needs to be won. I've got Alliance security clearance and operate without a crew. You get veto power over the segments I file. Can you handle an arrangement like that? Or do I keep looking?
Tell your producers yes, for now. We'll see how it works out. Report to the ship as soon as possible. Any questions?
How much gear can I bring?
1 foot locker.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Welcome aboard, I guess. Well, we have a reporter with us. This will be interesting. War asset acquired. This goes to Bay 24. That goes 25. I'm lost. I'm bad with maps. Hi.
Hello, Commander Shepard. Welcome to the Citadel.
Hi.
This is Docking Bay D-24.
Nice.
Note that due to recent events, official identification and weapons permits may be requested by CSEC personnel for routine verification.
Any other important areas I should know about?
Docking Bay E-24 has been repurposed into temporary housing to accommodate the recent influx of civilians to the Citadel. If you wish to contact your species' official Citadel representative, please go to Citadel embassies. For medical needs, the Presidium offers leading-edge care at the Huerta Memorial Hospital. The Presidium Commons have been a cultural mainstay since the Council was first established at the Citadel.
What's with the heightened security?
New screening fields have been added in order to speed up processing at the security stations in each docking area. Citadel security screening technology uses highly advanced biometric authentication systems developed by the CERTA Foundation. Please note that any attempt to circumvent Citadel security measures will result in immediate incarceration.
What else
Sounds
is
like
in
a
the area?
plan.
You are standing in docking area D-24. According to your biometrics file, you are cleared to access further information about this bay. This is the airlock currently assigned to the Systems Alliance ship Normandy. If you look out the bay window, you can see one of the many magnificent vistas for which the Citadel is renowned.
Oh wow, it's so pretty.
What about that room over there?
The waiting area is for those who wish to speak to our new arrivals. It is located next to security processing.
Thank you.
That's all.
Please speak with me again if you require further assistance.
See ya. Okay, I guess I'll go this way and see what's over here really quick. Visit the council before... Okay, that's where my Normandy is. Noted. Oh, I can't go this way. Okay, so we can only go ahead.
I'll leave vid messages then, and you can do the same.
Well, they said that due to concerns about signal congestion, we're supposed to avoid sending messages at all. They're trying to keep war data coming through, so every data packet counts.
So how am I supposed to talk with you then?
Aww. So sad. Hi. How are all of you doing? Hope it's going well. Don't mind me.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination. One moment, please.
Let's go. Look how pretty it is.
Now
So
arriving
gorgeous.
at Vyarah Memorial Hospital.
Hopefully Caden's doing okay. Hi.
Hello, Commander Shepard. Welcome to Huerta Memorial Hospital. The human specialist medical officer in charge is Dr. Michel. Also, please note that specialists for all known Citadel species are on call. Please ensure that you observe proper decontamination protocols at all times while in this area.
Where'd the hospital get its name?
Yeah, I was wondering.
It is named after President Christopher Huerta of Earth's United North American States. The donor who requested the tribute expressed the desire to remain anonymous.
Interesting.
What else is in the area?
The Huerta Memorial Hospital has experts from every major race in residency, with many specializing in xenomedicine. The facility works with prestigious medical universities from around the galaxy,
Looks
offering
so cool.
internships to residents and nurses. With access to cutting-edge technology and support from major pharmaceutical companies, the hospital ensures the best care to its patients.
That's good.
You can really cover treatment for any kind of species here?
Huerta Memorial surpasses all requirements needed for any multi-species medical facility. This facility's attendant levels can also replicate the living conditions needed to accommodate other, more exotic species. Aquatic environments, for example, are available on short notice.
What about the medical staff? How do they deal with so many species?
All personnel are required to undergo mandatory and regular psychological evaluations, as well as refresher courses. Hospital administration understands how difficult it can be for staff to deal with such a wide variety of patients. It is imperative they be offered the support needed to retain their current high standards.
Any other important areas I should know about?
The Normandy is currently docked in D-24, which is tagged to your biometrics. Docking Bay E-24 has been repurposed into temporary housing to accommodate the recent influx of civilians to the Citadel. If you wish to contact your species' official Citadel representative, please go to Citadel embassies. The Presidium Commons have been a cultural mainstay since the Council was first established at the Citadel.
Cool.
Thank you.
Please speak with me again if you require further assistance.
Damn, this place is so cool. God. It's come so far. Whoa.
To bathe and you only want to talk to another Asari.
Yes. Can I have a gun?
I'm sorry, no.
Maybe I could be transferred to another hospital then. Someplace unsecured. I could have a gun then, right? And no humans. Wherever you transfer me, it shouldn't have humans.
The humans are our allies. You don't trust them?
No, it's not that. How are my eyes? What color are they right now?
Maybe you could tell me what happened.
Welcome to Certa.
Oh. Ooh, I can get... Ooh.
Thank you for coming to Certa. How can we help you?
Tasty yet medicinal, the perfect gift, smooth and smoky with a hint of heat. Each sip of TM88 has a story to tell, and each glass has a story to inspire. TM88 isn't one of Earth's top-selling beverages exports for nothing. Known for having both a calming influence and the ability to stimulate blood flow, TM88 is the only alcoholic drink endorsed by the Medical Board of Surkesh. The price of TM88 includes deposit. Please recycle.
Certa is a non-profit organization dedicated to the medical needs of all sapient life.
Hell yeah. I'll take it. Huh.
Incursions by enemy forces are being reported.
Whoa. I'm being scanned. Oh, wow.
Patient stable for now.
That was touch and go. Good work, Dr. Freilich.
Narrow splint's still the best course of action.
I'll see if we have the required...
Miss Morton, man.
Meet you back here.
Stay calm. I'm so sad still. I don't like to think about it. Hello. Just coming on in, don't mind me. Oh.
Hey, Caden. Don't know if you can hear me. But since you can't tell me to get the hell out either, I'm gonna take my chances. Don't die, Caden. You've got to fight. We need you in this. Seeing you in action again, it reminded me you're a hell of a soldier. The Alliance could sure use you. I could use you. You need anything, Doc, let me know. Come on, Caden. Fight.
No.
And that's an order.
Oh, but the music. Why? This game. Why is this game so emotional right now? Oh, my heart. It's so sad. Ugh. I feel like Shepard, I don't know if it's like maybe it's just the new design, but his eyes look so sad. Like he just looks sad, and it breaks my heart so much. I just want to give him a hug.
Hi, Doctor. Didn't expect to see you again so soon.
Well, we need to prescribe you another round of antibiotics.
For when I ship out?
I have some bad news. Your squad applied the Medigel correctly, but infection had already set in by the time they found you. I'm sorry. I'm afraid we have to remove your leg below the knee.
What? But I don't understand. It doesn't even hurt.
It would if we took you off the painkillers, Lieutenant.
So sad. I feel like there's something about being with the Alliance instead of Cerberus that just feels better, you know? When I was with Cerberus, I don't know, I just didn't like Cerberus.
We were deployed to Tiptree. It's a small human colony. We were supposed to help with evac. The enemy was landing. Just scouts, the Turian things, a few of the big ones. We were spread over half the continent, getting colonists to shuttles, wiping out husks.
It sounds like you were doing good work.
Could I have a gun? I'd feel a lot better.
Just tell me what happened at Tiptree.
I guess we go to the embassies now.
Now arriving at Presidium Embassy.
Nice. So that's the hospital. So it's only these three areas right now.
Hello,
So it's
Commander Shepard. Welcome to
really
Citadel
small, too.
Embassies. The current human ambassador is Dominic Osoba.
Oh, okay.
Commander Bailey is the CSEC officer on duty. You will find him in the Citadel Security District Office.
What else is in the area?
This area is reserved for human embassy personnel and attending CSEC security. The human embassy prides itself on offering swift assistance to any who fall under its auspices.
Any other important areas I should know about?
The Normandy is currently docked in D-24, which is tagged to your docking bay E-24 has been for medical needs. The Presidium offers... Okay. The Presidium Commons have been a cultural mainstay since the Council was first established at the Citadel.
That's it. Thanks.
Cool.
Please speak with me again if you require further assistance.
See you later. Huh.
Please tell the Primacy that the Vol Protectorate wishes to assist with the Alliance project. We had a Prothean obelisk that might have helped. Sadly, it was lost in the Shrike Abyssal. Nevertheless, we are committed to helping both the Turian Empire and the Human Alliance.
Oh, wait a second. A Volis diplomat needs a Prothean obelisk, recover it from the Shrike Abyssal, and deliver it to him at the Citadel embassy. Oh my god, we have our first side mission. Join the fight.
Hello, dear. Perhaps you can help me. I'm looking for my son.
But we spoke about this already. I told you about his mission and...
Nonsense. I just filled out the paperwork. He's very punctual when he's on the field. He checks in every week. Only... he hasn't checked in for a while now. A month. Anyway, I'd like to file an expedited contact request.
Yes, of course, ma'am. But the notes on his file state he's not under a contact ban.
Oh, you already looked. How kind of you. I'm just so worried. It's not like him to go quiet for so long.
As soon as I get news, ma'am, I'll let you know as soon as I get news.
Aww.
You're such a nice young woman. You know, you remind me of my daughter.
Why does everything feel so emotional right now? Maybe I'm just the emotional one. I can't tell. Which one is this?
There is no anti-humanity conspiracy here, Ms. Al-Jalani. The Council's simply not granting interviews at this time.
My viewers are going to know that CSEC and the Council are denying them access.
Listen, lady, you think I like playing gatekeeper between the paparazzi and the politicians? I don't have time to babysit them, and I'm not here to hold your hand.
Well, I'm camping out until I'm granted an audience.
Fine. I hope you brought a sleeping bag.
Yeah.
Commander Shepard? Commander, humanity has questions.
Shepard's like, why?
Press.
That's what I'm
See,
saying.
you're keeping the peace.
Yeah, I feel like a glorified doorman.
Most people would see it as a move up.
Wedged in here with all the stuffed shirts, I'd rather be back down in the streets. I appreciate the higher pay grade, but I'm not a political creature.
If you didn't want to be upped, why'd you accept?
You don't say no to Counselor Udina. Well, maybe you would, but I gotta live here. I know, squeaky wheel gets the oil, but I didn't lobby for promotion like some other officers. I'm not even sure why he picked me. I never know with politicians. I hate political BS.
Don't lose your edge. You might need it.
Oh, wouldn't mind an excuse to get my fingers dirty. It's killing me about Earth.
You and me both.
I haven't been back in years. Now I may never. If this ain't the end of days, it's pretty damn close.
Aw.
I'm up to my neck in trouble, but if there's anything you need, I'll do my damnedest to help.
It was Udina who made you a commander, huh?
Yeah, he's become an even bigger shot around here. Got a lot of ambition.
Doesn't surprise me.
He suspected Executor Palin was conspiring against the Council and had me investigate.
Find anything incriminating?
Yeah, enough to arrest him. And when Palin resisted, I was forced to kill him. Udina rewarded me with the promotion. And near as I can tell, being a commander just means I'm putting out different fires.
Is the Citadel gearing up for war?
There's a false sense of security here.
They love to
Even
have
people
that.
from worlds that have gone down act like they're safe. Well, I guess it's not just human nature. We all lie to ourselves to deal with horror.
You can't blame them. When you look at the Citadel and how it was made to be really good at defending. You know, the way it closes, I still like that. One of my favorite parts.
Anything important going on around here?
You kidding? With the Reapers running roughshod through the galaxy, it seemed like the Council is in constant session. We got more ambassadors and dignitaries here than ever before pleading their cases. But that's just the tip of the iceberg, really.
Thought things were relatively quiet here.
Well, compared to where you're coming from, sure. But the war is being felt everywhere. Millions across the galaxy have been displaced, and most of them come here.
Must have you doing somersaults.
Yeah, already allocated the bulk of my men to customs, but we're still overtaxed, cataloging and processing them all.
You got loved ones out there?
Somewhere. Ex-wife I lost track of, and a son and daughter. They're still on Earth.
I'm sorry, Bailey.
Yeah, I'm just like everyone else. I'm losing myself and things I can control. And at the moment, that means creating the illusion of security here.
We both have jobs to do, Bailey. I suggest we do them.
Yep.
Oh, it's so sad.
Good talking to you, Shepard.
Stay strong. Let's see. Spectre office and office suite. Counselor Udina. Oh, what's... Oh, wait, can I not? Damn it. I want to go in there.
Commander, Counselor Udina said you'd be coming. If you'll follow me, the council is already in session.
Oh god, here we go.
Counselor, the Reapers are in our
Damn,
space as well.
look
Earth is
similar.
no more or less important than any council homeworld.
But Earth was the first council world hit. By all reports, it faces the brunt of the attack.
How do you know this is the brunt? New Reaper fronts are opening up everywhere.
The reports are accurate. Earth was attacked. A full-scale invasion. And it's just the beginning. We need your help. Everything you can spare.
Earth may be suffering, but our worlds are falling too. The Turians have lost Tatris.
We must fight this enemy together.
Need I remind you that the last time we fought the Reapers, Shepard sacrificed the Council to protect human interests?
True, but in the end we survived because we followed Shepard's lead.
That wasn't the reason.
What if that's not enough this time?
The reports are dire. If we throw everything we have at the Reapers on Earth and lose, what then?
I don't expect you to follow me without a plan.
Counselors, we have that plan. A blueprint, created by the Protheans during their war with the Reapers.
Prothean? What is it exactly?
We're still piecing it together. But it appears to be a weapon of some sort.
And this is capable of destroying the Reapers?
So it would seem.
It's immense and intricate.
This is a fool's errand. The Protheans were wiped out by the Reapers. Clearly, the weapon is flawed.
It was incomplete. There was a missing component, here. Something referred to only as the catalyst. But they ran out of time before they could finish building it.
Do you believe in this, Shepard? After what you've seen of the Reapers?
Vyarah believes it can work, and so do I. And while I haven't always agreed with Udina, he's right about this. We need to stand together. Now more than ever. The Reapers won't stop at Earth. They'll destroy every organic being in the galaxy if we don't find a way to stop them.
The Council cannot give Earth the military support it needs. Our own planets must come first.
The Solarian Union is convening a summit amongst our species. If we can secure our own borders, we may be able to aid you.
Our fleets are also engaged. Honesty is all I can offer, Commander. I will not make a promise of rescue that I cannot keep.
Shepard, meet me in my office.
I hope that's an offer of support. I'll be digging up what I can on this Prothean device, Shepard.
Thank you, Liara.
They're a bunch of self-concerned jackasses, Shepard. We may have a spot on the Council, but humanity will always be considered second-rate.
How can they be so blind?
Yeah, they're just putting themselves at risk by not helping.
Commander, I can't give you what you're asking for, but I can tell you how to get it.
I'm listening.
Valentine's Primarch Fedorian is the one that called the war summit. He's your kind of man, open to extreme solutions. Trouble is, he didn't get out of Palavin's system when the Reapers attacked. We don't know if he's alive. He's essential to the summit. If the Normandy could extract him without being detected...
You want me to rescue his ass in the hopes he considers helping Earth?
Put bluntly, yes. I shouldn't even be telling you about it. But we need Fedorian alive, and your ship can get him. Save the Primarch, gain an ally. One with the power to grant you what you're looking for.
While the Reapers ravage Earth.
Your counselor was right. We need to work together. This is the best way to get that. Our intel says Primarch Fedorian is on Palavin's largest moon. Get in and out undetected, and he'll take care of the rest. Good luck, Commander. You're gonna need it. There is one other thing. The Council has agreed to reinstate your Spectre status. And there are certain resources that will be made available to you.
Nice.
Good luck.
Well, that went well.
It's
Well,
a
at least we
start.
have something,
I'll
yeah.
talk to the others in the meantime. See if we can support this summit. Move things along.
Thanks.
You got anything else to say?
The Council. All I can think is that the more things change, the more they stay the same. I've always loathed that phrase, fatalism. Not what men and women should aspire to. If we don't figure out something, maybe later will be an epitaph on a mass grave of 11 billion.
I know what I'm gonna do. What are you gonna do?
Humanity is as feared as we are loved. Hopefully that works in our favor now. I'll try to get financial aid from as many worlds as I can. Maybe manpower, a few armed ships. I'll institute a draft in our colonies and order all civilian ships armed. Work on the Prothean device will be around the clock.
Any news from Earth?
There is constant news. All of it bad. The Reapers are destroying satellites in the old nuclear missile silos, along with everything else that could help. We have a handful of quantum entanglers spread out over the continents. All other communication is cut.
What's your read on the counselors? Any angles I could pursue?
Counselor Irissa is not like her predecessor. She is colder. If she has her hand on your throat, she will squeeze. Eschil. There you might find some traction. Practical, she might make Machiavelli turn pale, but that's a Delatras for you. Frankly, it's good Quintius spoke with you. His home world is in the most trouble, and he's looking for a way out. That speaks opportunity.
Makes sense, because they did say the Turians were also being attacked. And we even saw the Turians that were about to go to war.
You're a Citadel counselor. Don't you have options when the others block you like this?
With Parliament destroyed and Shastri gone, I have more power than any human in history. But today, you saw how little that is. Rest assured, I will not be counted out long. I know I can move mountains. Do not lose sight of that, because the task before us is moving planets.
Anderson would be proud, so long as you deliver. You think you can do that?
You need a carrot or a stick to drive a mule, and humanity has neither right now. Our armada is tied down fighting or fleeing, and with Earth's comm buoys gone, our economy is reduced to an IOU. But leave that part to me. I will lean on our colonies for all they're worth, and I can broker enough trade to repair and resupply Hackett's fleet.
Did you know a lot of people on Earth?
Many. It's monstrous to think of them being snuffed out, of course, but the part that gets me is Arcturus. I must have known most of the Alliance Parliament on a first-name basis. I required a second VI just to track all their birthdays and anniversaries. Rose garden stuff, but to have it all gone.
I should go.
I'll be here.
Let's take a look. Primarch Fedorian of the Turian hierarchy has called a war summit that presents an opportunity for the Alliance to request help building the Crucible. Unfortunately, Fedorian was caught in the Reaper attack on Palaven. Rescue the Turian Primarch from the Palaven's moon. Sounds like a plan. Oh! Oh my god. What's in here? Oh, not. Oh, because I wasn't a spec. That. It's all coming together. Ooh. Spectre terminal. Spectre requisitions. Oh. Ooh. Oh, nice. Ooh. Bruised and bloody Alliance Marines on Orphan attributed their survival against waves of Batarian mercenaries to the precision and stopping power of the Crusader. With a design pattern on riot shotguns, this weapon has a moderate rate of fire that rewards careful aiming. Since this accuracy requires little room of error, the Crusaders is primarily used by highly trained officers. I want it. It's so expensive. It doesn't look like I'm getting it anytime soon. Welcome to the Spectre Information Processing Center. This terminal offers secure information access and support for authorization of covert operations or requisitions. It is restricted to operatives currently on active duty with special tactics and reconnaissance. Any operation requiring payment can be executed at the terminal nearby, which supports secure and untraceable financial transactions. Quarian Fleet Intel. Quarian Pilgrim Gen Volan Narnima on the Citadel received a large credit transfer from the fleet. Gen Volan purchased tech, including a high-end weapon mounts and kinetic barrier emitters from several ship centers on Ilium. Another Quarian Pilgrim, unidentified, was observed searching for a ship traveling close to the Perseus Vale. The Pilgrim was later heard saying that his pilgrimage was recalled. Data suggests that the Quarian fleet is withdrawing its pilgrims and upgrading ships for combat somewhere near the Perseus Vale. This could be a reaction to Reaper invasion, but no formal offer or request for assistance has come. Intel suggests the Quarians may instead be preparing for conflict with the Geth. But maybe we could help this. We could help. Gen Volan or Nemo. Keep that in mind. Anything down here? Let's read the Palaven. Let's see. Shit. Oh yeah, it's all here.
When the Turians were introduced to the galactic community, an Asari diplomat poetically described their homeworld Palaven as a silver world of fortresses and fire. Because Palaven's weak magnetic field is a poor shield from its sun, most of the planet's animal life developed metallic carapaces as defenses against solar radiation. Its photosynthetic life is similarly impressive, shutting down vulnerable metabolic processes during daylight hours and repairing cellular damage at night. The visible fortifications of Turian cities reflect their martial society. But since joining the galactic community, internal conflicts have become honor-bound affairs, with few casualties among non-combatants. These city fortifications have proven no match for the Reapers and their aggressive bombardment of Palaven.
Yeah, nothing has.
Menai is one of 2 moons orbiting the Turian homeworld of Palaven. The Turian hierarchy put Menai in the hands of the military soon after their spacecraft first landed on the moon, immediately halting civilian research and exploration. Menai's geological composition and specifications have been classified ever since. These days, a few active naval bases dot the moonscape, as well as infantry installations focused on extreme survival training. The mystery of Menai is a lasting fascination for many Turian citizens. Speculation about its presumably rare and valuable resources has become a common plot point in vids, novels, and even poetry for young Turians.
Rare and valuable resources. Interesting. Oh, this is interesting. The Reapers took Earth in a matter of hours. The Alliance knew the first wave would arrive from Batarian space, but they were unprepared for the speed and scale of the attack. The Reapers bypassed the 6th and 7th fleets of Terra Nova and Eden Prime, flying straight from relay to relay, where they could neither be tracked nor intercepted. The tactic was unexpected, since the naives of organic species would never risk coming out of FTL within combat range or leaving enemies at their backs to threaten supply lines. Because they didn't care. An Arcturus station, more than a dozen Reaper capital ships engaged the Alliance 2nd, 3rd, and 5th fleets. This was a mere screening for the main force. Dozens more capital ships continued through the Charon relay, where the 1st fleet had been lying in wait, but was soon destroyed. The 4th fleet, near Earth, had a few minutes of advance warning. It stood no better chance. After destroying Earth's comm buoys, wiped out all GPS and communication satellites in Earth's orbit and cut the undersea fiber optic cables that linked the continents. Earth's resistance now relies on outdated radio towers and a few quantum entanglement communications whose matched pairs happen to be on other continents or outside the Sol system. Communication is so limited that the fate of the entire nations remains unknown. The capital ships, bombardment defense installations, and industrial centers annihilating entire cities and populations in the low millions, including Adelaide, Hamburg, Al-Jubal, and Fort Worth. Meanwhile, Reaper destroyers descended into the atmosphere to melt roads and capture population centers with minimal loss of life. This is not an example of the Reapers being merciful. More likely, they are hurting their prey to make the coming harvest that much easier. Yep. For every 1,000 Batarian refugees, there are 1,001 stories about how the Reaper invaded the Batarian system. A few elements of the common to almost every version, however. The Reapers arrived first in the Volar system and immediately destroyed its communications network. The Hegemon's Department of Information Control blamed the loss of signal on space weather, but scrambled ships to the system nonetheless. Within a day, Reaper capital ships appeared in the Harsa system and descended on the Batarian homeworld Karshan. For all the rhetoric about the Hegemon's military prowess, the response to the Reapers was uncoordinated. Moments after the information minister took to the extranet and announced that unknown ships were destroying all space traffic near Karshan, the defense minister declared that there was no reason to panic. The planet's comm buoys were destroyed next, creating an ominous silence that has persisted ever since. Fearing that they were next, Batarian colonies across Hegemony space began evacuation. So many refugees poured into human-occupied Exodus clusters, and System Alliance officials at first thought Batarians were invading. More systems have gone dark as their comm buoys were destroyed, and million more Batarians trapped on their planets still sit waiting for the Reapers. Man, so they're doing it very methodical. I wonder if this is also how they took down the Protheans. The Reapers' first attack on Turian space followed an age-old maxim: hit them where it hurts. A populous colony dating back centuries, Tatris was already embedded in Turian psyche as the site of the worst terrorist attack in Turian history. Ruins were still raw from the Volum blast in which the separatist revolutionaries slammed a starship into the colony's capital, killing more than 100,000 Turians. Hierarchy forces responded with a massive invasion of the planet to stamp out the separatist movement. It was a catharsis for the Turians, reassuring them that heroes would always triumph over evil. And so the Reaper struck Tatris first. By the time Tatris went dark, The Turians had already learned that the Batarians and humans were under attack. The hierarchy responded with what they believed was overwhelming force, only to walk into a trap. Reaper ships were waiting on the other side of the relay to Tetris, and they released devastating firepower the moment the fleet emerged. Turian leaders, observing the one-sided battle, were faced with the choice: reinforce their side of the relay, defend against the Reaper invasion, or throw more resources into an offense. With soldiers and civilians alike clamoring for retribution against Reapers and Turians, the Turians continued the assault. The hierarchy sent warp bombs through the relay to clear a path, fighting tooth and talon to inflict casualties against the Reaper fleet. It was a valiant effort, but doomed. Reapers emerged victorious from the relay and began broadcasting a signal to Turian convoys, images of Volume, Tetris's capital. Once again, a smoking wreck. Wow, so they're just evil. The fight for Turian space had begun. Like, that is so shitty. Sorry, I wanted to read those. Ooh, a shooting range. Hold on, let's try this out. Oh, interesting. Oh, so this is, yeah, because I don't have a weapon bench. A mantis. What's this? Avenger. Whoops. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that empty. I think I'm going to... I mean, do I need one? I could do a sniper rifle. They're kind of heavy, actually. Maybe I'll just wait. I'll put this one back on, though. Oh, it has like health. Okay, I see. I see. Oh, it just keeps coming back. I understand. Okay, cool. We can test different things here. I'm guessing these send it further away. Yeah. It's probably the furthest. Oh. Interesting. That's pretty cool. I guess we can go check on Caden again. I don't know if he's gonna be okay.
Commander Shepard. Commander, the people of the Alliance have questions.
God, you annoy me.
Commander Shepard, Khaleesi bint seen in Al-Jalani. Isn't it true that you were on Earth when the Reapers attacked? How do you justify running away while millions of people on Earth die? Is that the best we can expect?
I've had enough of your tabloid journalism.
Ha! You want some?
What did I...
I get that. But I came here to get help for Earth, not answer your questions. Stay down.
Dude, she dodged me. That was crazy. Like, this is not the time.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. One moment, please.
To the Normandy. Oh? Is this a nightmare?
Vyarah, can I help you?
I've been forwarding the Turian Counselor information on the Prothean device. It can't be built without Council support, but he's not budging until their Primarch is safe.
I know.
Are you all right?
I didn't get what you'd call a good night's rest.
There's more to it than that, isn't there? What's really bothering you?
When the Reapers hit, I could hear people screaming in the streets below me. We left a lot of them behind.
There's no way for you to save them all. But I know you're doing everything you can, and you'll get back there in time to help.
I hope you're right.
Don't blame yourself, Commander.
Commander Shepard, I'm Specialist... Oh. I beg your pardon. I thought you were alone.
I was just leaving.
Commander Shepard, I'm Comm Specialist Samantha Traynor with Alliance R&D. I was part of the team retrofitting the Normandy after you turned it over to the Alliance. There weren't many of us aboard when the Reapers hit.
Slow down, Specialist Trainer. You're doing fine.
Thank you. I worked in a lab. I never thought I'd be serving on a ship.
Why don't you tell me about the retrofits?
The ship's in line with Alliance regs now, and it has new, top-of-the-line, quantum entanglement communicators. In fact, Admiral Anderson had intended to use the Normandy as his mobile command center.
That's no longer an option.
Yes, I heard he chose to stay and fight. In any event, I'm honored to serve under you, Commander. For as long as you need me, that is. They only sent me here to oversee the retrofits.
Shepard, some of our systems require further testing, and Specialist Trainer has been extremely effective during installation. I would prefer that she remain.
Got it, Edie.
Wait, since when does a virtual intelligence make requests?
Edie's an AI. Fully self-aware.
Oh, I knew it. I knew Joker was lying.
Jeff requested that I pretend to be a simple VI to protect myself. I apologize for the deception.
Thanks, Edie, and I apologize for all those times I talked about how attractive your voice was. Anyway, shall I give you a tour? I think you'll be impressed by the new upgrades. In the CIC, you'll find the galaxy map where you can set the Normandy's destination. You can also check your messages at your private terminal. The War Room houses a strategic command center for mission-specific intel and war analysis. The shuttle bay contains an armory where you can modify your equipment between missions. Finally, Vyarah has set up a lot of hardware down in the old XO office on Deck 3. I think she's claimed that room.
It's fine with me.
Still the same ship as before, it just flies Alliance colors now. Speaking of which, I believe Admiral Hackett would like to speak to you at the VidCom.
Commander, Udina updated me on your meeting with the Council. Sounds like they're running scared.
We did present them with a lot of unknowns. They're feeling threatened and want immediate solutions, not theories.
Theories are all we've got right now. What's your plan?
I'm trying to get the Turian Primarch for a summit meeting with the Asari and Salarians. I'll bypass the Council and appeal directly to their leadership.
That's good, I like it. This is where we start laying the groundwork for our counterattack.
Unfortunately, we don't have a whole lot to back it up right now.
Then build alliances. Gather everything and everybody you can for the cause.
What about the Prothean device?
Find me people who can help build it, and if you can't, I'll take ships, soldiers, supplies, whatever you can get. We need to keep hitting the Reapers across every theater of war they open. Buy us time to figure out the device.
And when it's finished?
Assuming it ever is, we pool all our resources. Think of it as a giant armada for delivering the device, when the Reapers are most vulnerable. The stronger you can make that armada, the better the chances of punching through.
What about Earth, sir?
We'll just have to hope Anderson and what's left of the Alliance forces can hold out until we've dealt with the enemy.
I understand.
Good. Then make it happen, Commander. I'll be expecting regular updates on your progress. Hack it out.
Poor Shepard. Nothing was... that was so heartbreaking. This game is making me so sad. Oh, this is the... Hi. How's everyone doing? War terminal. People, weapons, armies, and fleets that you've accumulated are your war assets. The overall readiness of the galaxy determines how effectively these assets will perform in the final battle. I'm already stressed. Alliance. Total military strength. System Alliance represents humanity's economic, political, and military reach throughout the galaxy. Its naval forces are led by Admiral Stephen Hackett. Admiral forces are overwhelmed by Reapers on multiple fronts and taking heavy casualties. Troops assisting in a final push will have the strength of 745. Chances of success are very poor. It's not. We need to build it up. Okay. Oh my god. Let's look at everything. Okay. Oh, that's cute. Interesting.
I can't believe the Council won't help.
Come on, Sarah. If Thessia was lost and Earth hadn't been touched yet, you can be damn sure we'd be guarding our own borders.
True.
Commander, the Alliance has found a new Cerberus lab on Sanctum. Admiral Hackett would like you to investigate.
New Cerberus lab. The Alliance has discovered a new Cerberus lab located on Sanctum. Investigate the lab, and deal with any potential threat. Huh. But where's Kelly? Oh. Sorry.
Commander, come to check on your new recruit?
Just wanted to see how you were doing.
Still trying to get my bearings. When I was working on the Normandy's upgrades, I left at the end of the day. I didn't even have a toothbrush or a change of clothing until I made some emergency purchases on the Citadel.
Next time you need something, just ask. We're all in this together.
Oh, it's no trouble, Commander. I'm sure you have larger concerns.
We can put in a requisition order.
My toothbrush is a Cision Pro Mark IV. It uses tiny Mass Effect fields to break up plaque and massage the gums. It costs 6,000 credits.
Jesus!
Okay. Yeah. You're on your own with that.
In any event, I appreciate you giving me the chance to stay. Was there anything else?
That's quite...
How'd you end up in the military anyway?
That's hilarious.
My family didn't have money for university. When the Alliance saw my aptitude scores, they offered me a full scholarship. I served my required years after graduation and decided to stay. I really like the challenges of the lab. Although, I'm sure I'll grow to love frontline service as well.
I feel like she's walking on eggshells around me. It's okay, calm down.
I'm surprised you're worrying about a toothbrush. We've got bigger problems right now.
Oh, believe me. Seeing the Reapers on Earth was terrifying. But I won't help anybody by bursting into tears here in the CIC, will I? Being here on the Normandy helps. If anyone in the galaxy can stop the Reapers, it's you. And if flagging your messages and managing strategic intel helps you in any way, then it's worth it.
You worked in Alliance R&D?
Yes. You'd think quantum entanglement would make communication easy, but imagine incorporating multiple incoming sources and then networking them with extrapolations of time-lag data to construct a coherent situation GUI. It's an exciting challenge. For me, anyway.
Where are you from originally?
A colony in the Terminus systems, actually. Though I studied on Earth, at Oxford. My parents were from London. They loved Earth, but they wanted the freedom a colony life could offer. Even if that freedom has its share of danger. If I recall correctly, you grew up on Mindwar.
Given what happened to Earth, I don't think we can count on anywhere being safe right now.
Quite true, Commander.
Aw, I like
Carry on, Specialist.
Oh. Special Ops from Stephen Hackett. Shepard, Alliance forces are stretched thin across the galaxy. We need your specific talents for a series of ops. These missions will open doors for the Alliance in places that we can't touch through conventional means. We'll deploy operatives to hold point after you've completed your objectives. I need you to head to Cerberus Lab on the planet Sanctum. I'll brief you when you're inbound. Hackett. Commander Shepard, this letter formally acknowledges your reinstallment into the Alliance Navy per Admiral David Anderson's recent verbal communication. Under emergency war powers, you are hereby authorized to assume command of Normandy SR2. You are directed to begin interdiction operations against any and all enemies opposing a threat to Earth and its colonies and its allies. Furthermore, you are granted diplomatic authority to establish treaties with non-human races as required to support your mission. Hell yeah. Emergency flash traffic. Urgent. All Alliance military personnel. This is a galaxy-wide alert for all human territories. Fleet Admiral Hackett has declared threat condition Saber 1. Enemy presence confirmed in Sol System. Earth under Reaper attack. All Alliance military personnel are directed to evacuate Sol System at first available opportunity. Do not attempt Earth approach. Heavy enemy resistance reported. Repeat, do not attempt Earth approach. Further instructions to follow on coded channel Crimson Tacket. Earth-based Alliance personnel unable to evacuate and directed to commence any and all necessary countermeasures. All remaining Alliance personnel outside Sol Theater and directed to muster at pre-appointed staging areas and commence offense combat operations at first available opportunity. In absence of further instruction, independent action is authorized. Key K9. My dog. Dear Commander Shepard, I was a contract working on Normandy's haptic interface when I was in dry dock. Your VI Edie emailed me to let me know I left my dog mech on board. I'm all the way out in Terra Nova now and would hate for you to go a million clicks out of your way just to drop off my dog. Please take care of her. She likes exploring, sniffing chemical trails and 750 volt outlets. Thank you and sorry for the trouble. I promise she won't be too much of a headache. Andrea Brown. We have a little robo doggo. An alert. New article. Aquarian Fleet. By Rixius Rileyus. ANN contributor. Citadel. Where is the Aquarian Fleet? The latest intelligence shows that Reapers are taking system after a feverish pace. Members of all races are fleeing their stations, colonies, and in some cases their home worlds. This kind of forced exodus might seem especially familiar for the nomadic Quarians who were pushed off their homeworld by the synthetic Geth centuries ago. But as the galaxy pushes back against the Reapers, Quarians are conspicuously absent. Turian Alliance's spokespeople cannot provide the fleet's current location. They say they have other concerns at the moment. Whatever the Quarians are up to, they want it kept secret from the Council. After refueling stop at Ilium, the fleet left no stated destination, and there are also reports of the galaxy-wide call for young adult Quarians to abandon their pilgrimage and to rejoin the fleet. Greedy and short-sighted powers will always try to gain upper hand at times of galactic crisis. We can only hope that whatever the Quarians are planning does not interfere with the only thing that should matter, stopping the Reapers. That's what we can hope. I have a feeling that they may be in contact with the actual Geth and not the heretics. Hopefully, if that is even possible. Well, one can only hope. Welcome back, gift. From Edie. While we were in dry dock, Joker suggested that a small welcoming gift would be appropriate to have on hand. Should you be reinstated as commanding officer, as the ship does not have the capacity to accommodate the dancers he suggested. I chose something from the official Systems Alliance catalog. Soldiers who have held an N7 designation for 5 years or more are entitled to commemorative hooded jackets for wear on off-duty hours. You'll find it among the selection of casual clothing in your cabin. Aw, thanks, Edie. You have an upgrade rating. Glyph. Commander Shepard. From Glyph. Some of the data you found allowed me to research an upgrade for you. Simply access the terminal and Dr. Tassoni's office at your convenience, and you may choose how and when to implement it. Have a pleasant day. Priority mission. Eden Prime. Commander, Cerberus has attacked Eden Prime, and it's now occupying the colony. Alliance forces are stretched too thin right now to attempt to liberate the colony, and we've been doing what we can to covertly aid the local resistance. In the process, we've learned that Cerberus has uncovered a major Prothean artifact. We don't know what it is, but it appears to be the reason for the attack on the colony. We need you to infiltrate the colony and recover the artifact. Sounds like a plan. We got a lot to do. Eden Prime. So we have that. We have this. So these are priorities. So do them last. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's bad to do the last because they are a priority, but I never know. Oh, Joker, Edie, how are you guys? Edie?
Hey, Commander. You know, I had my doubts about the Council. But after years of ignoring your warnings, they're finally willing to step up and tell you they just can't help.
They're doing everything they can.
Did they at least validate our parking? Well, let me know if you want me to get them on the channel and then hang up on them, you know, for old time's sake.
Sounds like a plan. You got anything else to say?
Commander?
Nothing? Okay. Where's Edie? What? What happened? I can't go that way anymore. It's storage now. What? Who set up this giant... This is a hazard. It's gonna hurt. I'm gonna fall into that. That would be me.
Commander.
This is where I came from. So we go into here. So we have the crew deck. We have engineering. We have the shuttle bay, and we have my cabin. Let's go check out this gift that Edie gave us. Oh, my fish are dead. I need more fish. Where's my space hamster? What happened? Go to the crew deck. Aww. Aww. Warden. Zaid. Ah. Kasumi. Ah, I gotta leave. It's so sad. Where is everyone? Oh, Destiny Ascension. Just to pour salt on the wound, right? Chakwas? Aww. Ugh. Ooh. Interesting. Ooh. There it is. This is getting interesting. It seems so quiet. Oh? Wow. Doesn't this look cool? It's a lot of screens.
Commander Shepard, it's a pleasure to see you again.
You're the drone from the Shadow Broker's ship.
I forgot about
Dr.
you.
Toni now refers to me as Glyph instead of Info Drone 95% of the time. If you have a moment, I'd like to draw your attention to a terminal in her office. It analyzes information packages. If you find any useful data, I can research upgrades for you.
And what should I be looking for?
I'll inform you if you found relevant data. When you do, return to this terminal for your choices. In the meantime, Dr. Tassoni would like to speak with you. Have a pleasant day.
You know, I was hoping this new council would be a little more helpful than the last one.
The meeting was less than ideal.
I'm shocked.
At least the council can't deny the Reapers exist. But I'm not sure how much comfort that is while they bicker over which portion of the galaxy to save.
Wow. Becoming the big info brokers turned you into a real cynic, Vyarah. I like it.
I'm flattered. I think.
Looks like you brought more than just that drone from your ship.
A few things were necessary. I'd be a very silent shadow broker without data feeds.
So you have access to your resources?
What I can get. We'll need it to research this Prothean device. Until we understand precisely what it does, it's far too dangerous to use.
Did the Protheans actually complete this weapon?
You mean, will it work? They wouldn't have poured their last resources into this device if they thought otherwise. But we really need to find out just what kind of weapon they left us.
I agree.
It'd be nice to know we're not kids playing around with a loaded gun.
Absolutely. The damage it could cause if it backfired is unthinkable. This will be difficult even for us. If something happens on a mission, if either one of us are hurt, I'll always remember that tour of the Normandy. But let's be honest, Shepard. It's been more than a half a year. Should we continue where we left off?
Of course.
I'd like that more than anything, Vyarah.
Good. I was getting worried.
There were a lot of reasons I was happy to see you on Mars.
I'd like that list. But later? There's so much left to do. I'm working with Edie. Hopefully we can discover what the Protheans left for us. But I'm looking forward to talking about something other than business. Maybe later?
Sounds like a plan.
Hello again, Shepard.
How much do you know about this Prothean artifact?
Very little. We're fortunate enough Data survived to piece together the blueprints. Decoding them will require as many specialists as we can find.
It's that high-tech?
I'd have killed for a glimpse of it during graduate school.
You brought your little helper with you?
Its name is Glyph. It helped sort through all the data that led me to the archive on Mars.
It was a pleasure to be of assistance, Doctor.
Glyph's interfaced with the data feeds. Its analytical software should come in handy.
What's been happening with you as the broker, Vyarah?
It's been exciting. The old broker's ship? Impressive, but it was never meant to be space-worthy. Which meant the elusive man eventually tracked me down on Hagalaz.
What happened?
I knew he was coming. Farron and I loaded as much of the ship's specialized hardware onto a shuttle as we could. We got away from Cerberus's ships after arranging an appropriate distraction.
What kind of distraction?
Sending the broker's ship exploding into a Cerberus cruiser. I don't think the elusive man expected me to give up my resources in such a spectacular fashion.
Oh, that would have been crazy to see.
Can you still operate as the broker without the ship?
Well, I couldn't let the elusive man have it. I saved what was crucial. My network of agents is intact, although the Reapers have taken a toll on their numbers. It's taking a while to re-establish contact.
So where is Farron if you two escaped?
He convinced me he was recovered enough to work, and I do need more agents.
Agent Farron didn't report any injuries during his last call to you, Doctor.
True. Given what he survived, I should probably worry less.
True.
What have you been up to since we last saw each other?
Since you helped me defeat the Shadow Broker, I started looking for defenses against the Reapers. The Protheans were the only ones with substantial information on them. The older civilizations barely had records. I knew the elusive man was hunting for the same thing when our agents began crossing paths.
Like on Mars?
I thought I'd covered my tracks, but he had surveillance there all along.
We'll talk later, Vyarah.
Of course.
This terminal contains non-essential correspondence from your allied forces. Dr. Toni has granted you access.
Nice. Prothean notes. Glyph reminded me to clean up these old notes. Perhaps reviewing them will lead to something useful for the Prothean device. 2171, the University of Sarais agreed to sponsor me on the Prothean dig site on Dretrop. Very exciting. Professor Hanel is heading the expedition herself. Maybe I can ask her for her opinion on my thesis outline. Thesis on Prothean First Contact Protocols. 2174. I believe Dr. Joshua was right to suggest that the Prothean artifacts we unearthed are from Third Age, not the Fourth. What an embarrassing mistake. At least he seemed to approve the rest of the paper. Comparison of Prothean technology to modern Asari circuit logic. 2183 Part 1. I'm going on a Therum expedition. I never thought I'd gain permission to visit a Prothean ruins here, but the University of Sarais must have secured a funding after all. Now to pack. Paper on the end of the Prothean Empire. 2183. Goddess, this human shepherd has the key to comprehending the Protheans on an instinctual subconscious level. If only I could have been there when the commander touched the beacon on Eden Prime. I'll try to learn more about the cipher on board the Normandy. The involvement of the Reaper is troubling to say the least. Paper on the end of the Prothean Empire. 2185. I reviewed the old Shadow Broker's footage of the collectors. It's chilling to know that they're the Protheans' husks. At least nothing sentient could possibly remain after what the Reapers did to them. Ugh. Message from Operative Farron to the broker. I made contact with Tazik yesterday. The look on his face was priceless. He's not happy you put me in charge of scouting the Terminus system, but he's doing a good job of keeping us alive. I've never seen so many pirates and mercs on the edge. The black market's unreliable, and it's getting harder to make contact with suppliers. The Alliance won't be able to rely on its source of crucible materials for long if things get worse. Some of the other operatives think we should cut our losses now, but I just keep asking them, when did the odds ever stop the broker? Farron. Interesting. Huh. Ooh. Armor mod kit. Farron has persuaded his contacts to ship an armor mod kit to the Normandy. Technically illegal in Citadel space, the kit's Omnigel converter and manufacturing fabricator can make a one-time modification to Shepard's armor, improving shield strength and adding thermal clip compartments. Ooh, should I do that now? Oh, I don't know. I'll wait.
Thank you for the data packet.
It's probably good to just use right away, but
are available on the information network terminal.
What you saying, huh? But where's everyone? Where'd everyone go? Huh? My whole crew. We're family. Why'd they all leave?
Commander, welcome back to the Normandy. Or maybe you should be saying that to me.
Engineer Adams, what are you doing here?
I was put in charge of the drive core retrofits. My experience on the Normandy SR-1 made me an obvious choice.
So, what do you think of our SR-2?
She's incredible. If there's one nice thing I can say about Cerberus, it's that they know how to build a ship. And about that, Cerberus, I mean, I owe you an apology.
How so?
Back when you got this ship, Dr. Chakwas contacted me, asking me to help with your mission against the Collectors. I refused. I didn't have your back, and I'm sorry for that.
Why didn't you join us?
I saw what happened to you when the Normandy went down. I didn't trust that it was really you, and I certainly didn't trust Cerberus.
Can't really blame him.
Also, as an officer of the Alliance, I don't just leave my post, you know?
Your Alliance first. That's the way it should be.
Thank you, Commander. Glad to be aboard.
Is your family okay?
My parents are serving on Viridian Zenith, an Alliance agricultural vessel. My sister is a navigator on the SSV Benjamin Davis. Happy to report that both vessels are safely under Hackett's command.
Does the new Normandy stack up to the old SR-1?
Stack up. It blows the old ship away. The Tantalus drive core has been completely overhauled. The SR-2 might be nearly twice the size, but the new drive core is 3 times bigger. This ship can fly. That said, Cerberus isn't too high on safety. If pushed past her limits, this core would vent into engineering. Guess it gives my team incentive to keep her well balanced during a firefight.
Oh, great.
Do your job or get vaporized.
Jesus.
Pretty much. I noticed you upgraded the kinetic barriers with cyclonic technology. Should help reduce the draw when under missile fire.
Hopefully that means fewer vaporized engineers.
The IES stealth system is significantly improved. It can handle a higher blue shift of our emissions.
And that means?
We should be able to drop out of FTL without triggering every sensor in range. Very handy for stealth reconnaissance. All in all, the Normandy is a marvel of engineering.
What do you think of Edie?
We had a good talk during the retrofit. A little strange at first, talking shop with an AI.
AI? I thought Edie posed as a VI to keep the likes of you from unplugging her.
Yeah, but I saw through her. Have you seen her hardware? Processing power is off the charts. And then there were the problems that kept fixing themselves. If I hadn't had her pegged, I would have sworn I was losing it.
You never expressed any skepticism, Lieutenant Adams.
I figured I'd better play it safe with the Cerberus AI, Edie. No offense.
None taken. As long as you keep your fingers out of my cognizance processors.
In the beginning, I tried disconnecting her from key processes without giving myself away. Easier said than done. But Joker seemed to trust her, and in time I saw her advantages. Even grew to like her.
Aww. So cute.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, sir.
Oh, that's not even open. Oh.
How's your new assignment working out, Allers?
Fairly normal, except for the unshackled AI, Matriarch Benezia's daughter, and the communicator that can reach Earth. The first two, I can deal with. That last one gets my attention.
So what are you asking for exactly?
Anything from Earth is the lead story right now. That's not opinion, it's fact.
Maybe I can pass on a few non-classified progress updates.
Seriously? You just doubled my ratings. I don't need FaceTime, just a data upload.
Tell people what's really happening on Earth. We need long recruiting lines on every planet after you are restored.
We need everyone to work together. That's the
Remind
goal.
me to tell you about the time I made an Elcor cry.
What? I have a reputation now. Oh god. Everyone's got cute little bedrooms. How adorable. And now there's a shuttle bay. The dog! The robo dog. See, now I'm gonna feel bad when I kill other robo dogs.
Lieutenant Steve Cortez, shuttle pilot. Got news about our supply chains, Commander.
Nice to meet you, Lieutenant. What's going on?
Sorry to just jump in, Commander. There's so much to be done, I get caught up in the tasks at hand.
He's always like that. You need to chill out, Esteban.
So you do care, Mr. Vega? Or is that the Cerveza talking again?
So what's happening with our supply chains, Lieutenant?
Alliance procurement chains are in chaos, but the Citadel's economy is still running. I can network to Citadel retailers. You can view inventory and make purchases right from this console.
When I network to a new store, I'll let you know.
It does cost more to coordinate delivery to the Normandy, so it's cheaper to buy supplies when you're there.
So you're my shuttle pilot, but you're setting up procurement chains?
I wasn't assigned as Normandy's pilot. Not much need for one on a dry dock ship. I was overseeing the retrofit of the cargo hold. I'm quite familiar with the operation and maintenance of the UT-47 Kodiak and the M44 Hammerhead. In my experience, it made sense for me to take over as shuttle pilot when we left Earth. Especially given Mr. Vega's love of mid-air collisions.
To save the day,
yeah, we learned that.
I'm also responsible for logistics, making sure the armory and shuttle are properly stocked and maintained.
Do you maintain this armory?
I share that duty with our illustrious Mr. Vega. Though I believe the only weapon he really cares to maintain is himself.
You know you love the show.
What the fuck? What is happening?
First retrofit we did was to move the armory down from Deck 2. I'm not sure what Cerberus engineers were thinking. Now you get off the elevator, pick your gear, and head right into the shuttle.
Just like the original Normandy.
Welcome back to the Alliance, Commander.
Aw, it does feel nice. Like, it feels really nice to be back with the Alliance and not working for Cerberus anymore. It always felt like nothing was nicer than, you know, getting like the call from Hackett all the time. It's nice.
What happened to the M44 Hammerhead?
It was sent to the tech labs for a retrofit. To afford mobility with such a small ESO core, its design sacrificed armor plating. The lab engineers are trying to improve that. After the Reaper invasion, those labs are probably just a pile of rubble.
The Kodiak seems a bit different.
Good eyes, Commander. This is the UT-47A Kodiak. It's got an upgraded ESO core and prototype stealth technology based on the Normandy design. For quick drops, I can get you in and out virtually undetected. She flies like a brick, so that's why you need a good pilot.
Interesting. So you're taking us in it. I get it.
You were stationed on Earth. Do you have family there?
I'm an only child. Lost my parents years ago. I had a husband back when I was stationed at Ferris Fields. The collectors took out the whole colony. I'd rather not talk about it.
Aww.
Keep up the hard work, but don't kill yourself.
Yes, Commander.
Still working out over there. We have weapon bench. It's pretty cool. Armor locker. What is this? Procurement interface. Serta supplies. Buy Medigel upgrades. Buy shotgun, pistol, sniper rifle, and assault rifle mods. Armor also available. Spectre requisitions. Buy weapons and armor as well as shotgun, sniper rifle, assault rifle mods. Okay. Oh. That's kind of cute. I know these are 10% marked up, and here I am spending money. Ooh. Let's see. Oh, I can just keep going. Okay, we'll do that for now. You are adorable. What you doing?
Hey, Shepard. How'd it go with the council?
Same as usual. Non-committal. Unhelpful.
Bet they still wanted you to help them out, no?
Yeah. We're gonna rescue a Turian Primarch from Palaven.
Sounds like fun. Never been to the Turian homeworld. You down here for a reason?
Just came down to talk.
Great. Not sure what there is to talk about. You already know my service record.
I don't, actually. I didn't have access to personnel records when we met.
Right. Forgot about that. Well... Think you can dance and talk at the same time?
I think I can handle it.
Okay, loco. Let's dance.
Oh my.
Don't push your luck, Vega. With age comes wisdom. And rank.
Ha! You sound like my old CO.
Oh yeah? And who was that?
Captain Toni. He was a hard-ass son of a bitch, but a good leader.
Oh, God.
Was?
Died. With most of my squad. Protecting a civilian colony from a collector attack.
And the colony?
It was either them, or the intel we had on the collectors. Intel we could have used to destroy them. I chose the intel.
Sorry. That's a tough call.
The best part was, we didn't really need the intel in the end. Because you were out saving the galaxy by taking down the entire collector homeworld.
You didn't know. You can't blame yourself, Vega.
Who says I'm blaming myself?
Just a guess.
You a shrink too?
Nope. But that stunt back on Mars was reckless. You're lucky to be alive.
Watch out, Robodoggo.
So, maybe you don't care if you live or die.
Or maybe...
Maybe that's why I
I'm
had
just
no
willing
fear.
to do whatever the fuck it takes to end this goddamn war.
Maybe you are. But if you're half as good as I think you are, we need you alive.
He didn't even hesitate to throw his ship
for the
into
pep
the
talk.
other
Anytime.
carrier.
Hey, thanks for the dance, loco.
Loco, huh?
I can think of worse things to call you.
As long as you remember who's in charge, you can call me whatever you want.
Oh, I won't forget.
Interesting.
Hey again. What's up?
What's with you and the nicknames?
It's just my way of remembering. Some people just don't match their names, you know? So, I just give them a new one.
You guys...
I'm a loco.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty crazy, but the shit you've done makes me look sane.
Not wrong. Do you guys ever meet someone that doesn't match their name at all? I don't know if I have. I feel like everyone I meet kind of grows into their name. For me, at least.
You mentioned a mission you had against the collectors. What happened?
Pretty much what I said. Things went foobar, and I was one of the few to make it out. If you want the rest of the story, you're gonna have to get me really drunk, or...
Or what?
That's about it. Sorry, Commander. Just not interested in talking about that. Next topic?
You had a hard time leaving Earth. You still want to head back?
Hell yeah. But I get it now. It's not where I'd be most useful. Not yet, anyway.
We'll get back there.
I know. And I'll do whatever it takes to get us there, Commander.
Maybe no more shuttle
Yeah.
No promises now that I've gotten the taste for it. Besides, I like to keep Esteban on his toes.
You got family back on Earth?
Yeah, an uncle. Retired military. Got a few cousins I haven't heard from in a while.
You and your uncle close?
Yep. He was the reason I joined the Marines and was about the only good thing in my life after my mom died.
No dad?
He's there. Somewhere. But I'm not sure I'd call him family. Not anymore. I would like to find out how my uncle's doing, though.
I take it you and Lieutenant Cortez know each other.
Yeah, Esteban did a stint on Fel Prime where me and my squad were stationed. I caught up with him on Earth a few months back. He's a good guy. Just don't tell him I said so. It'd go to his head.
I'll talk to you later.
You bet.
Aww. Man, it feels so weird to... feels so weird. Concords. Oh, shit, I didn't read that. Damn it. I'll read it in editing. Oh, is this... where the Reapers are currently? That's so scary. God. We'll come back to this. I feel like the last 2 parts have been so emotional. You can see Shepard is just really torn up inside. And that whole thing with the kid, like, that was just heartbreaking. You can see that it still bothers him. And, the nightmare, all of it. It's just so sad. Caden, everything. Everything. It looks like we have to work to build up our entire attack, I guess. Looks like there's a minimum, but I'm going to try to build it up as much as we can. I don't know where my crew is. Everyone's gone. I have so many questions that I'll probably try to figure out in the next one. So huge thanks to all my patrons, and I will see you guys in then.